Hi, my name is Kat, and I am a forgiveness coach. And today I had the pleasure of listening to a woman share her testimony, and she was talking about how when God was speaking to her about her unforgiveness, how he showed her it was like black mold. And it got me thinking, because I've done so much research on the health impacts of unforgiveness and the mental impacts of unforgiveness, but I'd never thought of the analogy with black mold. And so then I looked it up, and oh my gosh, I did a comparison. So you got to hear this. Okay, so it says the parallel between unforgiveness and black mold's effects on health is noteworthy. I mean, maybe Jesus knew what he was talking about. No? Physical spread. Like mold spreading through walls, unforgiveness can affect multiple body systems. True story. Both can remain hidden while causing widespread damage. Read my book. Effects worsen with prolonged exposure. The longer you're exposed to unforgiveness, the more damage it does. Health effects. Both trigger inflammatory responses, compromise immune system function, cause respiratory issues, mold through spores, and unforgiveness through stress. Leads to headaches and neurological symptoms, affects sleep quality and mental well-being. Prevention, both require complete removal for healing. Partial treatment often leads to reoccurrence. Oh my goodness, I totally dissect that when we're going through that chapter. You got to meet me at YouTube and you can listen to my book if you don't want to buy it, because, you know, everybody needs forgiveness. So quite frankly, I'm doing it for free. And then if you want to go along with me, you can do a download copy or you can buy a copy. But either way, I'm teaching people how to forgive because this is ridiculous. All right. Partial treatment often leads to reoccurrence. Environmental conditions must change. Removing moisture for mold, addressing root causes for unforgiveness. Oh, yeah. Professional intervention may be needed for severe cases. Isn't that the truth? And that's why I'm a forgiveness coach. I mean, sometimes you got to call it in, truth be told. Anyway, so here's the good news. The good news is just like black mold doesn't have to be a death sentence, neither does forgiveness or unforgiveness. But I will tell you, it is the ultimate death sentence. If you don't forgive, it breaks the spirit, it breaks families, it breaks your soul, it breaks yourself. It's not a choice. It's really not a choice. So, forgive. It's hard. I'll tell you today, I think I'm all done with, hey, I wrote a book. No. Just today, God was showing me, there was a singer that came up. I'll tell you this story. There was a singer that came when I was doing nails, when I was in my 20s in Scottsdale, Arizona. And she was a Christian singer, and she was and is still kind of a thing. I didn't know of her. I still don't listen to her music or anything. She's not my cup of, and I remember she came in, and I was a baby Christian. I was brand new. I didn't know what was up, trust me. But I did know, having been in Catholic school for a long time, that a Christian should look different, maybe. And I realized that this person, well, she wasn't very nice to me. And there was I felt a little bit of a class kind of thing, I'm doing her nails, so I'm a little less than it. And I remember thinking, being a brand new Christian, I remember thinking like, I don't know. And I had no idea until today, as I'm sweeping through my app and I see her. She's singing something. And I hadn't even thought of her in almost 20 years. I hadn't even